Welcome back to our English class. This is the complement of week 2. After this class, you are supposed to be able to 1. Identify the new vocabulary, understand the poem, read the poem, practice the new vocabulary. Open your class book, Unit 1, page 12 and 13, reading part. And your workbook, page 10 till 11. Let's read the poem together. I am in your class book, page 12, skills time reading. My tree house. I've always wanted a tree house. I think they are great places to play. My dad drew the plans for a tree house, and we started to build it one day. Dad got some boards and a toolbox, some nails and a hammer, and so he said, "You'll need help with your tree house because you've never built one before." We started working together. He watched as I hammered and sewed. He tried not to laugh very loudly when I nailed my coat to a board. Soon my new tree house was ready. It looked wonderful there on the grass. 4 walls and a door and a carpet and 2 windows, both with real glass. The windows were 2 different sizes, and the door wasn't perfectly straight. The walls were a little bit crooked, but Dad thought my treehouse was great. Dad got some rope and a ladder. He pulled the house into the tree. My treehouse looks crazy and funny, but I think it is perfect for me. Bill Robbins. After reading the poem, try to answer the following questions. 1. What are the child and his father doing? 2. Who drew the plans? 3. Name 3 or 4 of the tools that the child used. 4. Why is the father trying not to laugh? 5. Is the treehouse perfect? Exercise number 3, page 12, read again and circle. Number 1, Bill's dad drew the plans for the treehouse. 2, Bill nailed his coat to a board. 3, Dad thought the treehouse was great. 4, there was real glass or carpet in the windows, glass. 5, the walls or windows were 2 different sizes, the windows. 6, Dad pulled the house into a tree, ladder into a tree. Here is the answers of exercise 3, page 12. Now let's say the words together. Number 1, crooked, crooked. 2, laugh, laugh. 3, straight, straight. 4, plan, plan. 5, treehouse, treehouse. 6, tools box, tools box. 7, board, board. 8, ladder, ladder. Exercise number 1, page 13. Find the words in the poem to match the pictures. Number 1 is a treehouse. 2, laugh. 3, straight. 4, plan. 5, board. 6, ladder. 7, crooked. 8, toolbox. Moving to the exercises in Workbook, page 10. Let's read another poem together, then we will do the exercises. The Beach House by Lily. When we went to the beach house in the summer, we collected shells, swam and played. But when it got hotter at lunchtime, we wanted to sit in the shade. Dad said, "Let's make a beach house." He drew some plans in the sand. We did not have boards or a toolbox, so we had to work with our hands. We looked around the beach and the park. We saw some tall trees by the shore. We collected big leaves and some branches and got a blanket to put on the floor. We tied the branches together with seaweed we found on the sand. The big leaves made walls and a carpet. Our shells made the beach house look grand. Have you ever wanted a beach house? Just look around and use what you see. Our beach house looked crooked and funny, but we had a great time at the sea. In exercise number 1, we are going to read the poem and number the pictures in the correct order. Exercise 2, we are going to decide if the sentences are true or false. Number 1, Lily and her family went to the beach. True. Number 2, the weather was cold and rainy. False. 3, they did not draw any plans. False. 4, Dad brought his tool box with him. False. 5, they used leaves for the walls. True. 6, the beach house wasn't very straight. True. Here is the answers of exercise number 2. Exercise number 1, after you read the poem, you can number the pictures according to the paragraphs in the poem. Moving to workbook, page 11, we are going to start with exercise number 1. Match the pictures to the sentences. Here is the answers. Exercise number 2. Match the words from the poem on page 10 to the definitions. So each word with its definition. So what's a shade? A dark, cool area where there is no light from the sun. What is seaweed? Noun, a plant that grows in the sea or on rocks next to the sea. Number 3, branches, the main parts of a tree that grow out from the middle part. 4, beach house, a small building on the beach next to the sea. Here is the answers of exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, complete the sentences with the words seaweed, shade, branches, plants, board, beach house. Read the sentence, look at the picture and complete. Here is the answers of exercise 3. Now, talking about the writing part in your class book, page 14, we are going to talk about a new idea, which is rhythm. What is the rhythm? Words that have the same last sounds. For example, we have fast, past, begin, when. We have 2 words ends with the same sound. This is the meaning of rhythm. Moving to your workbook, key answer, page 12, we are going to do exercise 2 only. So, in number 1, we are going to write the words that rhyme. Past, fast, place, race, go, slow, when, begin. Your homework is to write a paragraph about a special day in your life. Write it and send it to me on Thursday, please. Thanks for watching. Hope you got all the ideas. Thanks a lot.